Hi artists, I'm making another video for you today. You can see I'm in somewhere different. I am in the Schaefer art room. I came by to collect some of my things so that I'm ready for some great projects for you later. So I'm excited to be here. I'm missing all of you because you're not here right now. But hopefully I'll get to see you again at some point soon. So just some fun little updates for all of you. Number one, if you're a Brecht student, tomorrow we're going to be doing a parade. Tomorrow that will be, what's today? Today is Wednesday the 25th, so that tomorrow will be Thursday. So Thursday at I think 10 o'clock is what we're planning at this point. Keep looking at your emails, but if you're a Brecht student, we're hopefully going to be doing a little parade where the teachers come by and just honk their horns. We'll all be driving by and be saying hi to you from a distance because we definitely miss you. So keep an eye out for those and hope to see you there. I will be in the parade looking for all of you Brecht students. I've been getting a lot of emails with artwork. I'm trying to get it up as quickly as I can, but keep an eye out for any artwork that you've posted. I'm trying to continue to put that on Seesaw as well as comment on it and let you know how it looks. I've been really impressed. Some really great work from all of you. So we're going to get right to some artwork we're going to do today. Now today is going to be a little bit of crazy and just like very fun and just gets your creative juices flowing. I've been working a little bit on these, so I'm hoping that you enjoy it as much as I am. We're going to be doing some abstract artwork today. That means it's not necessarily looking like a specific thing. We're going to be working with a lot of lines and shapes, and you can use anything to make these. I made some of these with just crayon. You could use markers. If you are doing this digitally on your iPad or a device like that, you can do it that way. You can use as many different supplies as you want or as few supplies as you want. So what I'm going to do is I'll just show you one that I made just a little bit ago. So just a piece of abstract artwork. I used, for this one I used just completely watercolors to do it. But again, let's see this one. I used a whole bunch of different supplies. I used some watercolors in here. I used some oil pastels. I used some crayon. A few different techniques. So let's get started to see how we can make these. So first of all, you want to make sure you have a placemat or something down here on your paper. And you can see I've got my supplies all out and ready to go. So I'm going to start with some of my dry supplies first. I'm filling some oil pastels. Remember, just use whatever you have around. If it's just a paper and pencil, that works just fine. But if you want to try some other materials, feel free to do that. And I think I'll start with some kind of wacky shapes. These are going to be my organic. I'm going to do an organic shape right here. Kind of looks a little bit like a cactus, huh? Whoop. Now I can fill that in if I want to, or I can just leave it blank and just leave these cool lines. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start by filling it in really dark over in this area, I think. And then I'm going to start letting up a little bit and making it a little bit lighter the farther away it goes. So this is creating different values within this shape. And I'm using that by pushing down with the crayon when I want it to be darker, and I'm lifting up and letting it coloring a little bit softer when I want it to be lighter. And if you don't like how it looks, the nice thing about this technique is you can go back in later and darken it up if you would like. So now I'm starting to make it really light. It's kind of giving it like this kind of cloud look to it. Maybe you've heard this called ombre before. It's another term that's more commonly used. Okay, I'm liking that, how it looks. And I think I'll just leave a little bit white right here so it gives it kind of a little bit of reflective qualities. And I'm darkening it up right here. And I think I'll darken it up around the edge here as well. Cool. I'm liking how that's looking so far. So that's my shape that I did. It kind of looks like a little ghost, huh? Let's do another cool color. Oh, I think I'll try some blue paint now. Just taking my brush and just going to go around the edge, I think, a little. Ooh, I like that line that it's giving me. And remember, this is a piece of artwork you're not going to really be able to make mistakes with. And you'll just learn what you think looks better and what you don't like as much. That line can be different thicknesses if you want. It's up to you. Now, one thing I really enjoy doing with these types of things is overlapping to see what the color looks like when I overlap. So I'm going to take a little bit more of this blue, and I'm going to overlap a little bit. Now, ooh, do you notice that because I used crayon that the watercolor is not going over it at all? I don't know if you can see it. Because the crayon resists the watercolor right there. Let's see, what shall we do? I'm feeling some more shapes. So let's this time use, oh, I know. I have, let's see what kind of colored pencils I have. Ooh, I see a really pretty purple one in here that I want to use. Let's use that. And this time, let's do a more geometric shape. Shape with those nice sharp edges. And I'm gonna, I think, overlap into it a little bit. And we'll do 3. I like to work in 3s a lot of times. Now again, I can decide if I want to fill that in or what I want to do. Now, here is a purple marker. Now I'm going to teach you a fun technique if you don't already know this. If you have a marker, and maybe especially if it's getting dried out, this is the perfect thing you can do with it. If you just quickly dip it into water, you can then use it kind of like a watercolor. So if you have markers that you can't use anymore because they're getting really dried up, this is a great way to recycle them. Just remember, you have to keep dipping it as soon as you see that it's starting to dry out a little bit more. Now, I've got a lot of cool colors in here. I'm thinking I might want to bring in some warm colors. I think I'll leave it like that. Let's grab a little bit of this watercolor, and I'm going to go into some yellow. Now, I'm going to go ahead and do some splattering. Make sure that you have something down and that you're just tapping lightly on your brush if you're going to do something like this, because we don't want it to be too messy. Cool. Let's see, what have I not used yet? I haven't used some oil pastel. Let's grab some oil pastel. Let's do some orange. Bring something bright in here. I'm going to just add some fun lines. Ooh, breaking that a little bit. I'm liking that. Could straighten those lines out a little bit, but how cool. And I'm going to add a little bit of orange, I think, up here in the corner, just so that I'm spreading it out, because I like to kind of use the same color twice somewhere in my artwork. So maybe I'll add up here a little bit more of that same green I used, and let's use some more of that purple that I used for my marker. Here we go. Cute. And I have that blue, I already used that again. Oh, that yellow. Let's just add a little more splatter, and then I think I'll be happy with it. Cool. So that is my finished piece of artwork. Sometimes I might go in, I didn't do it with this at all, but sometimes I might go in and add some patterns into it as well. Here's one that I did. where I added some patterns into, this is all done in crayon, so it's very possible to do a really beautiful piece of abstract artwork just using the crayon. You can do this on lined paper. You can even do this on newspaper. If that's the only paper you have, do something like just find something paper around that you're allowed to color on, and you make that beautiful piece of artwork. So again, these are the ones I've made so far. This one. And this one, I smudged that oil pastel out a little bit and overlapped some colors. This one. And the one all in crayon. So I hope you enjoy that and that's something that you can use, maybe do some artwork today. Even if you don't do this abstract artwork, still keep sending me the artwork you're working on. I love it and I can't wait to see what you're making. Have a great day.